Hello my friends, I am G Hondo and welcome back to our Let's Play of OpenTTD. This is episode 22. In episode 21 we got several of our missions completed and every single one was replaced by a duplicate of one we've already had, so that was fairly disappointing. But hopefully, with a little optimism, we'll reverse that trend, and once one of these missions completes, we'll go ahead and be given one that's new. What I have decided to do that is if the next mission that comes up is not a new one, like it is yet again another duplicate, then I will just go ahead and arbitrarily assign myself one, and we'll go ahead and build something new. Doesn't terribly matter what or where, I'll just pick one fairly randomly, just so that we have actually done something for this episode. Because I was fairly disappointed with last episode. We didn't really accomplish much. The only real accomplishment made in terms of growth was when I misread one of the missions and thought it was new when it was in fact an existing one, hence why I set up that mail airplane trip for no actual real reason. So I hate to think that our only real accomplishment came from my mistake, so that's not a good way of running business, you know? But anyway. So we have a non-profitable oil tanker. That's interesting. There's definitely oil to be had. Okay, so I'm going to keep an eye on this boat for a little while and see if I can figure out why it's not actually accomplishing anything. Or not much. Not very well, anyway. Okay, so it is on its way now to Finnburg. And I'm guessing that's where this one just left. So it might just be a case that the production's fairly low and the boat is getting there too soon after the other one. So there just isn't enough stock waiting. That could be the problem. What I'm going to do then is I'm just going to arbitrarily tell it to skip ahead a couple. Actually, I'll tell the other one to skip ahead because it's already a little bit ahead. I'll tell this one to skip ahead. There we go. So now they are a little bit further apart, which should help. Since this one only seems to have a very, very tiny amount of oil available. Part of the problem as well is I think these actual oil fields are dwindling. Or excuse me, oil rigs are dwindling. Because we are draining them pretty hard, so. Either way, let's keep an eye on this boat. Oh. New plane, not enough capacity, so we don't really need it. We'll say yes, but we're not actually going to use it. Oh. A new bus. That we should definitely have a look at. So we go to road vehicles, the Foster bus. Okay, so all Regal buses have been replaced. So is the Foster bus better than the Hereford Leopard? Basically identical cost, much better speed, more expensive to run, but it does support more passengers. And like I say, with that huge speed boost, it is definitely worth it. So we will go ahead and replace them when they need them. I'm not going to push them off the road yet, but we will definitely be upgrading as they go. Excellent. Okay. So that was helpful. Always good to have a bus that's capable of getting up to highway speed. Not sure what it is in other countries, but here in Canada it's 100 kilometers an hour, so that bus can actually make it. Anyway. Yeah, so it's making profit, but very, very little. It's going to go to Malstow, where there's a decent amount of oil. Not bad. Drop it off. So the profit should jump back up some more. Yeah, it's barely holding in. And then we'll go to Rundon, which this one just left, taking away a good pile. Oops. By the... There we go. Leaving very, very little. So I think it might just be time to retire one of these boats and just have one doing the route now that the actual production has dropped. And we're fairly well along enough with that mission anyway. It's not a critical issue. But we shall see. If I can get this boat profitable this year, then I'll leave it. And if not, then I'll sell it. But right now it is definitely close. And that is no fun. Looks like it will be okay for this year, so we'll keep it for one more year. And that one's doing just fine, so... Okay, well, we'll keep it for one more year. And then we'll see. At that point, it might be time to get rid of it, but for now, it is okay. And we have these valuables are almost done. Where is the actual train? There you are. With 19 valuables. That's not going to make very much of a dent here at all. Yes, it's good that you're very far along, but that may not even boost at 1%. No, I guess it wasn't. It must have been pretty close to crossing 95. I do wish it actually had a little bit more detail here, or at least one more digit of detail, instead of just rounding to the nearest full percentage. Then it would be a lot easier for me to tell if when it says 94, if it's really closer to 93 or really closer to 95. But anyway, let's go ahead and put the speed up a bit here. Okay, great, thank you. Another only 14 that time, not so good. But still, any progress is good progress, so I'm okay with that. It is going to be nice that we're going to have a whole pile of them finishing pretty close to the same amount of time. So that'll be good. Get a fresh new list of missions, because a lot of these have been here for quite a while. And it'll be good to clear some of them off and make room for new stuff. Alright, 98, getting there. So soon, so soon. Come on, little train, you can do it. Up to 16 this time, that's a little bit better. So that's more than 1%, it's just a case of, is that going to complete or just go to 99? And that's what I was talking about. It'd be good if it was, oh, we actually not just finished it, but we also finished another one. I didn't see what, oh, okay, it was an iron ore mission. So now we're going to have 2 new ones. And like I say, hopefully at least one of them is actually something that's really new. And if both of them are duplicates, then like I say, I will build something new myself, just randomly. Okay, mail to Tessworth. I recognize that name. We are already doing Tessworth. Mail to Randingworth. Okay, good. Here is a new one. Fantastic. It's a very... Oh, wow, that's going to complete in no time. But this one here is a little bit more. And there are no other cities anywhere near it at all. So we are definitely going to have to go via air. So I'm curious, I wonder if should I just connect to Mint Ditch or one of my existing airports. I suppose my other option is I could bring up a canal here and do it by boat. Let's have a look at the boats and see if there's one that's a decent speed that supports mail. No, we're still just in the 40s. Because I do recall there is a faster boat. Yeah, that one there, but that's just for passengers. So if this were a passenger mission, then I think I would use the boats, but it's for mail, so I'm going to use airports. I'm going to put an airport on both sides, because I think this city here would benefit from having an airport that it can be used for other things later. So go ahead and plunk in 2 airports, and we'll just do city-sized ones for both of them. Even though this one here is definitely nowhere near big enough to actually need that, it should at least grow now that it's going to be being serviced by an industry, by an airport. And plunk that in there. Perfect. Close that. And we'll say a new aircraft. Again, we're using the Mighty Darwin. Oh, interesting. It named aircraft 2, which means somewhere I forgot to name an aircraft. I'm going to have to go and find it and fix it, because that bugs me. Anyway, so this is Mint, what was that called? Mint Ditch to Ranningworth. And that is a mail plane. Perfect. There we go. And we will close that. We'll definitely set this to mail. So mail is the primary. I could set it to both passengers and mail, but then it would take much, much longer. So we'll do just mail. And that's going to go between this hangar, that airport, and over here, this hangar, and its airport. Hangar's maintenance is optional, and it is going to be green to go. I am just out of pure curiosity, where is... I don't see one called Aircraft 1. So maybe the game is just toying with me. Okay, never mind, it's fine. No emergency, we're good to go. So we'll get this plane going here. And again, it's going to have to activate both these stations. The first trip will have nothing to do. You know, I'm thinking, because this is such a short distance, maybe I should have used helicopters instead of the plane, but oh well, that's okay. I like these Darwin 300s. They're nice big planes, good capacity. They seem to have pretty good reliability as well, so. Okay, so that will activate this airport. There we go. And now we can fly back and actually pick up some mail. Decent amount. Although I guess in this case I really could have done the passenger version, because that's about how much it would hold for mail with passengers as well, in which case it would have been more profitable, but that's okay. I don't mind. Like I've said a few times already, I'm not really playing for, optimal play. I'm playing for fun. So our livestock mission to Tronhead is finished, so we'll get yet another new mission. And I'm noticing that this one here is not updating, so I'm thinking I may have mixed up. I'll have to check that. So it gave us another one straight to Tronhead, only for livestock again, So obviously that one's going to auto-complete. Once this one's done updating, I'm going to go check on Testworth. I saw it was connected, but maybe it's not as connected as I thought. So I may have messed up again. But anyway, we'll get Renningworth going here first, and then we'll pop over and check on Testworth. So the first 71 bags of mail will arrive here, which will put a nice decent dent into that. There we go. So not only is that now a profitable flight, but this should now update and give us a percentage. Come on. Any second now, please. There it goes. Okay. Now let's go check on Testworth. I saw it was connected, but maybe it's not as connected as I thought. Well, it is going to be bringing mail. So maybe it just hadn't happened to have come here yet. I do remember that that's a very, very long flight, so it's quite possible that when this mission came in, it had basically just left, and now we've had to wait for it to go all the way there, and now it's coming all the way back, so. But let's have a look. Yep, so we'll have 26 bags of mail, which isn't a lot, but this one particular mission only wants 400, so that's not bad at all. Let's get this plane over here so we can make sure that that's working. And yeah, these other three are all very close to finishing as well. Okay, so this is telling me that we need one less boat over here. So why don't you go ahead? Yeah, you're currently empty. That's perfect. So why don't you go ahead and head to the depot so I can sell you off, because we don't clearly need two boats doing that trip. Thank you for your service. You were fantastic, and now you're going away. Right, let's go back over here. And this plane should be just about here. Yep, there it is right there. It's cute that it shows that the plane is going 200 kilometers an hour while in the airport. There's no way they actually would go that fast in an airport. Not a chance. At least not, except for takeoffs and landings, obviously. But while just taxiing around the airport, not a chance. Anyway. Okay, once I see this updating, there we go. Beautiful. So with that, everyone, I'm going to call that an episode. So until next time, please stay calm, and I hope you'll come and chill with me again in the next video. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye now.